Okay, just on this 33,085, they are part of the flow backlog, or are they a separate backlog?
Separate backlog.
They are part of the 94,000 asylum caseload.
You're keeping them all together in one flow backlog, even though this 33,000 actually, at the moment, we think can't apply
So they are
for
counted
asylum.
in our total caseload of work that is in our system.
Right, so 94,000 is the current backlog,
It's the
It's a caseload.
the caseload. Okay, so that's different from the backlog because...
It's not. I mean, these are the cases that we're working on. We're working through at the moment. The backlog was specific. So at the time of the change of legislation, there were a number of outstanding cases. We committed to give an initial decision on those, and with the exception of the small number, which I know the committee has commented upon.
Well, that's the legacy backlog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we put that to one side because you say you've completed that. I know there are some concerns that isn't the case, but you say you've done that.
Yeah.
But you've still got a backlog of claims post June 2022. So that is now at 94,000. Is that what you're saying to me? That's the backlog of asylum claims you are working through.
Caseload is 94,062.
94,062.
And that includes claims since the Illegal Migration Act.
Right, so that's the total number now of who is in the backlog, but we've recognised from...
You keep describing it as a backlog.
But it's not a backlog. I'm sorry, I don't understand why it's not a backlog.
It's the caseload. I mean...
Why is it not a backlog? Because you haven't dealt with them and people are waiting. Why is that not a backlog?
Well, it's a queue.
It's a queue.
No, the point is, you can apply. I think your use of the word backlog implies something that I disagree with, and that's why I highlight the point. There are a number of cases that we are working through. At any given time, someone who has arrived will be added to the caseload.
Yeah.
By your definition, if someone arrived yesterday, that would be a backlog.
Yeah.
And I don't agree with that as a definition. So the phrase that we use, and obviously the committee is at liberty to use whatever descriptor you wish to use, but that is our caseload that we are working through.
Right. So when do you think you'll get to the point where somebody arriving today will have their claim dealt with within the 6 months that you used to do in the Home Office? You used to process claims within 6 months. So this 94,062 queue backlog caseload, when are you going to get to the point where you're dealing with things quickly and we're not going to have to talk about backlogs?
Well, what we saw last year, because of an increase in the number of people...
No, we understand that. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm just conscious other people have got questions. I just want to know, have you got a date in your mind when you will have...
It's impossible to give. It's impossible to give a complete date. But the point is that we
did it for the legacy backlog. The Prime Minister promised, didn't he, by the end of last year he'd clear the legacy backlog. So I just wondered if you were of a similar mind that you were going to get this.
Well, I want to do it as soon as we're able to, as soon as possible.